I know that some people may misunderstand my decision. They may look at me and think I was cruel. They may believe I turned my back on someone who once mattered to me, but sometimes a decision that looks harsh from the outside is actually an act of love, responsibility, and respect. That is something I have never explained properly, and today I want to say it honestly. I did not walk away from uh, another woman because I hated her. I walked away because I loved my wife enough to protect the life we had built together. My wife is not simply the person who lives beside me. She is the person who stood beside me when life was difficult, when success was still far away, and when there was nothing impressive about my name. She shared my worries before she ever enjoyed my achievements. She believed in me during seasons when I struggled to believe in myself. Our marriage has never been perfect. We have disagreed. We have misunderstood each other. We have had quiet evenings when neither of us knew what to say, but we learned something important. A strong marriage is not a marriage without problems. It is a marriage where two people keep choosing each other while solving those problems. Then someone from my past appeared again. At first, there was nothing unusual. A greeting became a conversation. A conversation became regular messages. I answered politely because I did not want to be disrespectful. But gradually, the questions changed. Where was I who was with me? When would I be free? Why was I not answering quickly? That was when I understood that kindness without boundaries can sometimes create confusion. I told her clearly that I was married and that I deeply loved my wife. I asked her to respect the limits of my marriage. I expected the conversation to end there. It did not. More messages arrived. Some were emotional. Some brought back memories from years ago. Some suggested that perhaps our lives could have been different. I understood that the conversation was no longer innocent, even if the words tried to make it appear innocent. So I asked myself a question that every married person should ask when facing temptation. If someone treated my wife this way, how would I feel? The answer was immediate. I would be hurt. That question made everything clear. Loyalty is not simply refusing a physical relationship. Loyalty begins much earlier. It begins when you recognize a dangerous direction and choose not to take the first step. It begins when you refuse to enjoy attention that could eventually damage the trust of the person who loves you. One evening, my wife came into the room with 2 cups of coffee. She smiled and asked me how my day had been. She had no idea what was happening on my phone. She was not checking me. She was simply trusting me. I looked into her eyes and realized how valuable that trust was. Trust is one of the most expensive gifts a person can give. Money can be earned. Again, possessions can be replaced. Opportunities can return. But once trust is deeply damaged, rebuilding it can take years. My wife had never demanded access to my phone. She had never forced me to prove where I was every minute. She simply trusted the man she married. That trust created a responsibility inside me. A person who trusts you deserves honesty, not secrecy. Later that night, another message arrived. It reminded me of old memories and asked me to imagine what life might have looked like under different circumstances. For a moment, I felt the pull of nostalgia, but nostalgia is not a command to return to the past. Memories can be appreciated without being allowed to control the future. I looked at my wife sleeping peacefully nearby, and understood the difference between remembering something and wanting it back. The past may contain memories, but my wife contained my future. I turned my phone over and decided that my attention belonged where my commitment was. The next morning, another message came. Why are you avoiding me? I answered calmly that I was not trying to be cruel. I was protecting my marriage. The reply was simple. Your wife doesn't have to know. Those words told me everything. Anything that requires secrecy to survive is already standing on dangerous ground. A healthy relationship does not ask you to hide things from the person you promise to love. It does not ask you to create a private world where your spouse has no place, and it certainly does not ask you to sacrifice your character for temporary attention. So I stopped explaining. I understood that boundaries are not acts of hatred. Boundaries are acts of respect. Sometimes love means saying no. Sometimes maturity means ending a conversation before it becomes something worse. Sometimes protecting peace requires disappointing someone. And sometimes the most loving decision you can make is the one that nobody applauds. One evening, my wife jokingly asked me if you could live your life again, would you still choose me? I looked at her and answered, I would choose you earlier. She laughed and leaned against my shoulder. She did not know how meaningful that answer was to me. She did not know that someone else was trying to reopen a door I had already closed, but she did not need to carry that burden. I believe that protecting someone also means refusing to place unnecessary worries on their heart. Eventually, the messages became more emotional. There were explanations, apologies, and claims of friendship, but intentions are not proven by beautiful words. They are proven by consistent behavior. When someone repeatedly crosses a boundary after being told where the boundary is, the issue is no longer misunderstanding. It is a refusal to respect your decision. That night, I opened the conversation one final time. I did not read it with anger. I read it with clarity. Then I blocked the number. There was no excitement, no victory, no satisfaction. In hurting another person, there was simply peace. I had finally made a decision that matched my values. I was not choosing against someone. I was choosing for my marriage. The following morning, my wife hugged me from behind while I was making breakfast. She said, "Good morning." And suddenly, those two ordinary words felt more valuable than every message I had received from the past. That is when I understood something important. Attention can make you feel wanted for a moment. Love makes you feel responsible for a lifetime. One person may want your attention today. Another person may have trusted you with her entire future. Never confuse those two things. A few days later, another attempt was made to contact me through a different account. I did not respond. I blocked that way of communication too, not because I was afraid of temptation, but because wise people do not keep standing beside a door they have already decided to close. We often think strength means believing we can handle anything. Real strength is knowing which situations you should never continue. My wife and I continued our normal life. We cooked together. We laughed about small things. We planned our future. We took evening walks. Nothing dramatic happened, and that was exactly what I wanted. Peace is often quiet. It does not announce itself. It appears in ordinary mornings, shared meals, comfortable silence, and the knowledge that the person beside you feels safe. One evening, while we were walking together, my wife held my hand and asked whether I thought we would change as we grew older. I told her, of course, we will change. Our appearance will change. Our responsibilities will change. Our dreams may even change. But if we continue choosing each other, those changes will become part of our story rather than reasons to separate. She smiled. Then she said something I will never forget. Thank you for making me feel safe. That sentence taught me more about marriage than any romantic speech ever could. A husband should not only make his wife feel loved, he should make her feel emotionally safe. A wife should not only feel admired, she should feel respected, and both people should understand that loyalty is not a performance for other people. It is a private promise. Years later, I still believe that the greatest test of character happens when nobody is watching, when you could hide something and nobody would discover it, when you could accept attention without immediate consequences, when you could make an excuse and continue. That is when your real values become visible. One evening, my wife found an old photograph of us from the early days of our marriage. We were younger, we had less money, our home was smaller, our plans were simpler. She smiled and said, we didn't have much back then. I looked at the photograph and answered, we had each other. That was enough, because beautiful life is not created only through wealth or achievement. It is created through thousands of small decisions, telling the truth, apologizing when you are wrong, keeping promises, protecting one another, listening patiently, and refusing to allow outside attention to weaken what you built together. If you are married, remember this. Do not wait until betrayal becomes obvious before you protect your relationship. Protect it when the first inappropriate conversation begins. Protect it when someone gives you attention that you should not enjoy. Protect it when secrecy starts feeling exciting. Protect it when your ego tells you that being desired by someone else proves your worth. Your worth does not come from how many people want you. Your worth is also shown by what you are willing to walk away from for the sake of your principles. Years passed. our hair began to turn gray. Our lives became quieter. Yet every morning I still reached for the same hand. Sometimes people ask me what the secret of a lasting marriage is. I do not tell them that it is expensive gifts or perfect vacations. I tell them it is a choice. Choose honesty.